Hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Too Legit City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Too Legit City here. Today we're getting back into the Mamba, flipped Mamba Asteroid. Y'all know what it is. Getting back into the max difficulty run. But what's going on, you guys? I see you guys over there. Captain We Too Low, Nagster Krill. I see you guys over there. Why did the hen earn an Oscar exactly? That sounds kind of forced. I see you over there, man. But of course, hope everyone's doing good today. Hope everyone's having a good old Thursdays. Welcome to September. This is where it starts to get hot where I live. And I'm not ready for the post-summer heat. As they say, it's not going to be a fun time. So let's get the Mamba cam. You see the little Mamba sleeping on the bed. This is a little bit too large. Let's scale this down. And Mamba's napping, dude. He's a little bit further away today, so he gets to choose his spot. We can't force him anywhere. And we are back into the Flip the Mamba. Let's get back in, you guys. Y'all know what it is. We emptied out a little bit of space last time from the frozen area. We got a little bit of the water out of there as well. And yeah. We're going to be trying to build a little bit of a sleet wheat farm for better food source. Alright, so I think everything on this side is chill. We have enough of pretty much everything. Vacuums here. We got the polluted dirt right there. Let's turn this off. I don't think I have any more food rotting away. We should be okay. So we were setting up this room. Looks okay. And then this one was not going to be used. I think we just did that just to get a rover back here. We are still dealing with the magma. Y'all know what it is. Still got to pitcher pump all this goodness. And I might as well get one here. Got some rocks all over the place. Okay, so we are going to be trying to utilize this space. There's a little bit of warmth over here. Oh, it's coming from the water pipes. Let's actually replace that with insulated. Let's go with a little bit of Igneous. Replace the pipe so that we don't have excessive heat. I might want to relocate some of the setups for this just so that we have a nicer time. I probably also want to do this as well. And then we could get this area ready now. So we wanted the ladder here just because typically you're going to want a one space gap on both sides of the ladder. And that's just so that I like it. This goes directly up, which means I can't put a door here where the deodorizer is, but it's fine. I also want to dig this out right here so that this area kind of, you know, just handles itself. I might want to do some things, though, with cooling some of the areas. I'm also thinking about putting the AETN where the power is. That's also something to think about. We could technically put the power generators right here. This is actually a good space, because then I could make this cold with just the AETN. Dude, that's pretty nice. I did want to use this for the sleet wheat grain, but I was worried that I might kill the grubs. These can't go past minus 30. That's a bad time for them. Maybe I will separate it. Okay, so looking at this, we want to get this first, but let me check up on the other guys on this side really quick. We do have 2 people living over here. Hello, what's going on, Nico? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice times. And hope you're having a good week, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a vacuum still. Why do I have water over here? Okay, so I think we're fine. We have the temp shift plates in. A little bit of water. I can't click on the signal switch. And then we'll sweep up these tiles. That pops over, we'll sweep that as well. Alright, so a little bit of water. Oh, it was active, but it got cooled down. Okay, so it works. I just needed to shut the door so that we don't have a vacuum. Got off of work, helping a friend. He moves out of his, from the home. Dude, nice. You're helping him out right now? Dude, man. Moving is, one of those things, man. It kind of sucks when you have to move. But hey, make sure your friend gives you at least the bare minimum free pizza. If not, he's not a friend. Because anytime you help a friend move, that's required. Your friend has to feed you any meal. Well, minimum pizza. Usually you want something better than that. But yo, man, hope you have a nice time, Nico. And make sure to, you know, don't over-exaggerate yourself. You don't want to get hurt, you know. Don't lift more than you can. Just take it easy. You're helping him out. And it's, you know, hopefully he's not like strapped for time or anything like that. And if you are going to be heavy lifting, man, make sure you get something to make sure you don't hurt your back. Is it me or does your voice sound difficult? It sounds different, not difficult. Do I sound a little bit different? It happens sometimes. So last night, what I was doing was, well, not last night. The entire day yesterday, I was doing a lot of editing and revision for the video that just came out today. And I had to revise it 3 times. So I had the original version, and then I was like, okay, I didn't like some parts of it, so I had to reshoot it. So I had to end up doing a lot of like filler takes, if you know what that means. Like I would just have to speak in front of the mic until I get the sound level and say the script properly. So I have to do a lot of that so that I could have the video work out. So my voice is probably a little bit tired, I guess. I don't know. It happens from time to time, but it'll ease up. It'll get back to normal. It just needs a little bit of probably some tea to you know, oil up the throat, make it sound a little bit smoother. But it'll be fine. I'll be fine. And if you're thinking I'm getting sick, no, I'm gonna be okay. Not getting sick. It happens from time to time. I used to get this in school. Back when I used to go to grade school, my friends would make fun of me because they think that I sound like the movie guy. If you know what I'm talking about. You know when you go to the movies, they have that movie announcer. Today, with Vin Diesel, we're gonna be going in Fast and Furious 69. Coming out in July 4/20. Alright, you know all the memes with the voice like that. Some of my friends used to make fun of me because I sound like that. And it only happens though early on. But you know, not too long. Dude, you know they're gonna go up to that number. Fast and Furious 69. Vin Diesel is gonna be in a retirement home with Jason Statham and the other guys. In a world where oxygen is not included, these dupes have to try to survive living off of fried PB&J. And we're not talking about her. What's going on, Cthulhu? Hope you're doing well. Alright, so back to this side. We boxed up the sport kit. Cthulhu, we were asking about this, but I hope this was legal. We corner built all the germs from the sport kit and deleted it so that it's in one tile. Hopefully that's perfectly fine. Hopefully that's perfectly fine. Did some illegal stuff. We corner built crushed the sport kit germs. Anyways, if I didn't do that, I'll just leave it there, you know. I wasn't gonna dig into it. Hey, Hori! Coming in. Alright, Hori. We got Ren and Quinn as the 2 Opalin duplicates that we have right now. I don't think we have anyone else. Or Meemaw. Meemaw, Ren, or Quinn. Quinn is one of the new sprites, if that matters to you. He has the new bow cut. You can see. Let me know, man. You get the pick. We're going to want to mine this, and then we're going to want to mine that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we want to mine all of that. This is already open, right? No germs. A little bit of sporkit down there, so we're gonna be okay. Let's trim that on that side, and then we'll go down this way. Gimme Ren, gotcha, gotcha. Hey, legend friends, what's going on, Mixie? I see you over there. How are you? How is the week? How was the Thursdays? I've seen you've been playing some of that Clan Folk. Well, still playing that Clan Folk. Sounds like it's a good time. Am okay, exhausted, but okay. Yo, man, what'd you get? What you're tiring yourself with, Mixie? What's keeping you exhausted? Loving Clan Folk. Looks like a good time. I might have to check it out. I have to ask if that game, in your opinion, it's better than, you know, Timberborn, Going Medieval. Oh, I deconstructed this. I don't want to do that. Oh, train delays, had to travel, gotcha, gotcha. Hope you had a safe trip. Hopefully the trains are not congested like they are in the movies, because that's probably not a good time. Hopefully the trains aren't congested like that. That sounds like a bad time. But good to have you here, Mixie. I'm curious to hear your opinions on that, though. How do the games compare? The ones you've been playing. Timberborn, Clan Folk, maybe even a little bit Going Medieval. Have you checked out Farthest Frontier? Especially, I hear that if you like Banished, Farthest Frontier is pretty good. My opinion, yes, but having said that, it's still in early access. Gotcha, gotcha. Still gotta wait for the games to finish developing. I feel that, I feel that. Oh, that's kind of good. Okay, that could work. So I'm thinking we might want to actually have this wall come straight down, so that my Sleet wheat farm could be a little bit lower. Because theoretically, I'm not going to actually need this space for a living. So maybe we could do that. We already have ranch room, and I just have to relocate this water a little bit to move a couple of the ranches over to this side. It's not bad. Clan Folk is very realistic texturing. Like, you gather enough wood, you realize you can build a wall out of it. Hey, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So you don't do any research, or is it more so that it's, how do I call it? There used to be a, I don't know if there's a word for it, but that mechanic has existed for different features. Not for tech, but for player skills. It's a weird concept, but I've always enjoyed that type of design. Because there is a setup where, there's a game I used to play where you could have action moves like jumping, sprinting, lunging, and then if you mix some of the moves, so if you mix lunging forward with jumping forward, so you have to have your arrow key push forward, and then both action keys at the same time, you learn how to do a somersault. And then the somersault allows you to roll forward in cover distance. And then since you do a somersault, it's a evasive maneuver. And then you do it enough times, it becomes a new action move that you could use with one button instead. And then they had like an intricate system like that. And then once you had enough action moves, you could start combining it with your attacks. So you can start taking your just regular swing and you do a somersault swing. It's pretty cool. Now you start with a set number of clan folk, certain age. You need to keep them alive, grow your clan, reproduction, immigration. Oh no, I got that. I was just curious about the tech tree and how you actually do the tech stuff. It seemed very similar to the game I used to play. But yeah, clan folk's all about surviving the winter and trying to make sure that you keep having babies, right? Zero combat. Ah, gotcha. Okay, it's organic. Gotcha. Yeah. The combat thing was just an example of the game that I used to play. Kind of trying to, like, I was just telling you how it was, so that maybe if you understood, you could see the similarities of it. That's what I was the only thing I was going for. I mean, I was hoping that it was like, oh yeah, it's pretty similar. Check it out. What's September? September is a yearly event during the month of September. There's a discount for subscribing. I am not actually familiar with how this month's September actually works out because for some reason Twitch doesn't send me the newsletters, so I don't know what's happening with the September. So did you get a pop-up, Noah the dog, about the September thing? It usually is in reference to something like, you know, you subscribe, it's cheaper, or if you subscribe, you get the following month for free. I don't know, something weird like that. But yeah, it should have the details on there. Sadly, I did not get any newsletter for it, or maybe I just didn't check the correct email. But I'll let you know. I just don't know right now. Subsonic, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. To have babies though, you have to be happy, which means you need to unlock decent clothing and double beds. I see. I was on someone else's channel and they didn't have it. I'm not sure how it works, to be honest. They have to be at least affiliate. If they're not affiliate, I don't think they get the benefits. And then if they are affiliate and they don't get it, I'm not sure. I don't think there's any preference with this. I've started playing this, although it's quite complicated. Oh, this is a great game. Let me know what questions you have, and we'll try to direct you in the right way without spoiling too much. And, dude, my only advice to give you is play the game, have fun, and make sure that, you know, you try things out. If you have any immediate frustrations and you're looking for some guidance immediately, just let me know your problem, and I'll give you a solution. And I could explain certain mechanics too if it's something that you're not really understanding. Like maybe you don't understand how gas works. Maybe you have a gas bubble trapped under here and you don't know how to release it. Things like that. But, you know, I want you to have fun, play the game your way. I don't want to control how you play your game. But if you're looking for help or guidance, let me know what you're looking for. I will say that if you're just looking for general advice or pro tips, I really say to just kind of just experiment with every building. So in the research tree, if you're looking to get better at the game, the best thing to do is understand how everything works to a bare minimum. So you don't have to know the ins and outs of everything, like, oh, if this goes up a certain degrees, the oil well has this effect. No, just understand what it does. Like, the planter box allows you to plant food, the compost allows you to convert polluted dirt into dirt, you know, just basic on the level stuff. Once you have a good understanding of how everything works, you'll have a better thinking process for how to solve problems. For something like, oh, you ran out of dirt, once you understand that you could convert things into dirt, and there's a database up here, right? You look up dirt solid, it actually tells you the different ways you could generate dirt. So shovels eat it, sages will eat the dirt produced by mud, convert polluted dirt into compost. Pips eat trees and poop out dirt. The thimbleweed do the same thing. So if you're looking to produce it, the database has a lot of information as well. But don't be shy. If there's any immediate problems, let me know. Oh yeah, I'm also on the YouTube. Check me out. Exclamation point YouTube. A lot of guides, designs. If you just want to listen to me in the background, I'm here live. But there's some of the playthroughs I have where I do challenges. There's one of them I do all the achievements in a single colony. So right here, all the achievements here, I do it in a single colony run. You could actually follow that playthrough from beginning to end, so that you basically learn everything there is to learn. But I don't want to force you to watch that. You know, just do what you want to do, and we're here to help. Check out the YouTube too. Gotcha. Hey, thank you for the plug. All right. So we're gonna be trying to grow some sleet wheat today. Sleet wheat. It's going to be a cold plant. This plant. It requires low temperatures of minus 55 to positive 5 degrees. So we're going to have to build a couple things to get that done, but we should be okay. One of the things I probably want to grab, though, is oil. And I'm probably going to want to filter it out. Make a system really quick. Alright, I have an idea. So we'll build one reservoir here, isolate it, and then I think it's gonna be like this. We'll build that there for now, then I'll set it up. Legit, are you excited for the new Skylines DLC? I don't know. When it first came out, I was kind of pissed because, you know, it means that City Skylines 2 is nowhere close to being developed. And then another part of me was kind of mad because how that DLC kind of looks like it plays out is kind of exactly like how a lot of random people came into my stream and asked me what kind of DLC I would love to have. That actually answered most of my questions of what I wanted for a DLC. Not DLC, but what I wanted in City Skylines 2. So it's kind of sketchy. To say the least, it's kind of sketchy. Because to a certain degree, it feels like they asked, you know, people what they want, and they kind of just took the idea. Right? And I'm just like, dude, this is to the T. Because what I said was, I was like, yeah, we could probably get a DLC that's revolving around commercial and plazas. Right? Like how in real life, we have shopping centers that are not just one building, it's multiple shops with a parking lot in the middle. I also talked about how there's not any pathing or roads that doesn't allow cars, but allows zoning still. So you could have people that live inside of a block. So if this is your main street and this is your block, there's houses in the middle that you can't reach, right? And they need to have a pathway for that. That's how real life blocks are designed. And I was saying that we need systems like that. And that's kind of exactly what the DLC looks like. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't have any opinions because I haven't played it yet. And honestly, it's not like I could have an opinion because I haven't checked it out. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what the mechanics are. So I have to wait and see. Once the game is done properly, I guess we'll see. You know, we have to wait for it to be released and we'll see what it's about. But until then, there's no opinion about it yet. Citrus the Wizard coming in with tier 1. Thanks so much. I see you over there, man. Welcome to the city. Enjoys the emote D20 times ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. What game? That's City Skylines we're talking about right now. City Skylines. You guys know what it is. All about the city. I see you over there, Hawk of Fire. Hope you're doing well. What is good? But you'll appreciate it, Citrus. City Skylines letting me do this game, strangely enough. Strangely enough, indeed, man. The games are, I wouldn't say too similar. But hey, if it leads you to this game, dude, this is a great game. So hey, welcome on aboard, Mr. Citrus, and I hope you enjoy the Onis for everything that has in store. Procrastinating going to sleep. I see a Hawk of Fire. It'd be like that sometimes, man. I do that all the time too. I never feel like I wanna go to sleep for the next day. If it makes me feel like the day is over, and I get kind of sad. Like, oh man, the day's over. I only got so many days left. And then it's like you don't want it to end. At least that's how I feel. Alright, so let's make the design. Most likely, since this is where the natural gas is, we're probably going to want to keep the power generators close by. I watched a YouTube that played Skylines, randomly switched to Oni, but they didn't make it that far. Gotcha. Yo, man, Citrus. This is a great game. If you need some help, I have a channel for this on the YouTubes, but of course, I would say the best advice I could give you is play the game, have fun. Trial and error is kind of how the game is designed. And what that means is they want you to just play the game, learn a little bit, and then, you know, keep going further and further and further as you learn the knowledge. Started school today. Nice to come home and have 2 legit here. Nice, nice. Hope the first day was not too bad, man. Hopefully you were able to wake up. That's the hardest part about the first day. Waking up for school, dude, after a while of not waking up early. It's tough. It's really tough. I have work tonight. Problem is that working nights is giving me insomnia. I can't really stay asleep for more than 4 hours lately, but it's whatever. Oh, I feel that, man. I think it's your biological clock not really adjusting yet. I think in time you'll be okay, Hawkafire. But yeah, that's tough, dude. Oh, you just like watching? Gotcha, gotcha. So I have some areas in oxygen and carbon dioxide. Is it possible to remove the dioxide? Yes. So you have a couple of options for that. If you already have the tech, you have something called a carbon skimmer. The carbon skimmer is something that deletes carbon dioxide that's immediately next to the building. It's not a infinite rate, it's a 300 grams per second. So that means that if you press F4 and bring up your gas overlay, as you can see right here, carbon dioxide typically tries to sink to the bottom because it's a heavy gas. Technically, it's the heaviest gas, so it's always going to be at the bottom. So what you would want to do is, usually, you're going to want to dig out a space underneath your living space so that you could allow the carbon dioxide to settle. And then you have the option of building this at the bottom. This is going to immediately delete the carbon dioxide as long as you feed it water. So there's a process with this. If you really want to use this building, I could show you the good design. But I actually advise you to actually have a better setup where you pump out the carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide in this game is a fuel source. So this is where my carbon dioxide is. So in my entire map, you can see that the carbon dioxide, it's not that much floating, but when it does get released, when the duplicates breathe out, it takes its time, but it floats to the bottom. Since this is actually utilized as a resource in this game, and it's not just a dead gas, I actually want to say the best thing for you to do is pump this into a reservoir. So in the beginning, I don't know if you have this yet. This might be a good way to store a little bit of the carbon dioxide, so that, you know, you could use it later. Now, you might be wondering, what do you use it for? There is a building called the soda fountain. I don't think I have it yet. But it converts the carbon dioxide into soda as long as you add in regular water. And then it makes your duplicates happy when they drink it. The second thing is, it's a rocket fuel. Right here, this is a carbon dioxide engine. So we use this for a lot of our rocket launches in the early game. So that's actually why I recommend it. Carbon dioxide, because you always get it regardless of the map you're playing on. You're going to want to stockpile this if you can. If you want, this is a infinite gas storage right here. This is where I'm pumping my carbon dioxide. We have the carbon dioxide we pumped in earlier from the bottom of the map. It's pumping into an infinite storage. So the infinite storage allows you to hold absurd values of carbon dioxide gas. So you could see that we have a 912 kilograms versus you would have 2,000 grams, right? So the K adds 1,000. So by doing it this way, you could hold the carbon dioxide until you can get to rocketry. And then you could use that to just do your early game rocket stuff. So you have options. Let me know which way you want to go, and I could direct you the right things to do. But if you want to just take a stab at it yourself, dude, you're perfectly welcome to, man. And dude, Nagster Crow coming in with a gift sub. Thank you so much. To take that big B. Study hard, homie. Yeah, man. You gotta study hard. Thanks for that. Gotcha, gotcha. Cooling or killing germs too? Killing germs, it depends on the germs. If you guys are ever curious about the germs, you're going to want to look it up in the database. And the reason why I say that is because food poisoning is one of the more common germs. But the temperature range for the germs to die and what it dies in is completely different, depending on the germ you're going through. So if you're going to go at slime lung, it's a different temperature range. So I recommend looking up, if you're killing germs, what to do on the database right here. Because you could easily get rid of chlorine. All germs get bodied by radiation. But yeah, hope that helps. I see Robo Jumper, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to help. All right, so there is the idea that I make this into a power generator room. We could put our natural gas generators in here, and then we just collect the water off the bottom. And then we could use the AETN to keep the generators cold. That way, I don't have to worry about cooling down the generators in general. It's close by to the natural gas, so it's not a bad thing. AETN just needs a little bit of H2, which we have a lot of up top, 250 kilograms per tile. And then we're also getting a lot of water. Oh, we got the printables. Ooh, okay, so this is, we just discovered it. So now I can start getting cuddle pips. That's going to be the next goal. We're going to have to get some cuddle babies. And then let's start thinking about the design. I believe we wanted a pretty good design. Something along the lines of here. And then the spot that sticks out the most is here. So it's going to look like my walls are going to go from here to here. We're going to have to keep this open. Or we could actually go exactly wall to wall and ignore how everything works. I think that's a good method so that we could just utilize the side of the neutronium a little bit more efficiently. Now, of course, that means that our wall is going to be here. And that's probably going to mean this is going to be where our ladder is. At the same time, it doesn't. Even though it should. But what we would probably want to do in this case is make a liquid lock setup. Right? Something like that. And then we line that up to the top. And then we have a little bit of space here to utilize for whatever. And then we work our way down for having the farm. Spellmore, I see you over there. Appreciate the lurks. We could also do something like this. Because the thing with this design is I could put the steam turbine aqua tutor on the right side. That's what I'm thinking now. Because we're going to have to cool down the setup. And due to the temperature of how we're going to do everything, we're going to have to use a specialized aqua tuner in order to keep everything at negative temperatures. We're not going to typically use that negative temperature for anywhere else. So I think we're going to have to do a weird design like that. I don't need... Well, I do want a good amount of sleet wheat. So I want to build vertically down and use some of the space down here for some of the rooms. And then that way, I think I don't have to utilize some of the dead space. Because we're going to move this down, and then we'll have 4 tiles here. So we'll have 2 floors, and then if we built the aqua tuner setup here, it's pretty good. This allows me to get a little bit of space here as well. So I could probably do this. I'll keep that liquid lock there. So we'll build this. This is granite. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll have to build a liquid lock setup for that. Now, this also means I should be okay with that. Spellmore coming in with the lurks. I see you over there. And then we'll have some space right here. I don't know what I'll use it for, but having space is better than not having space, I want to say. Maybe that's going to be where the... like, we might have to pull, like, a wire out, and that has to be the power strip supply setup. We'll see, we'll see. Looks like they insulated a lot of the pipes. It's pretty good. We're going to have to cut this. Gotta go with a setup like that. And then we gotta go with this setup. This is going to be a liquid element sensor with the automation set up just like so. None of this is made out of steel, right? It's all copper. Alright, so we're going to have this come out here. This is basically going to be the oil filter. We're going to filter out the oil that we get from this planetoid because we're going to mop it up, and then we're going to have to dump it here so that we send it back. And this water line is going to yield to the oil, so that's going to be pretty good. We have a pitcher pump on this side to pitcher pump the oil, so we're going to want to add some over to there. The only problem is that the water, you know, it's kind of jammed right now. Feels bad, man. We also are delivering the lead, which is pretty good. Let me start dumping the oil, though, just to get it started. Alright, gotta let these guys get to work. So most likely, it's going to be plastic here, and I probably want to get rid of this tile. Gonna want the ladder just go up and down. Now, if this does end up being the setup that I'm thinking that we're gonna have, I am probably gonna want solid tiles with insulated below it, due to how I think the design should work. And then this is gonna allow us to have a wall here. What am I using for this? This is Mafic? That's fine. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. A lot of the raw minerals are around the same stats. So we do this, and then we have a wall here. Probably like that. And then this becomes a regular tile. Wait, no, this is wrong. This is removed, just in general. This is not there. We have a one space lip, and then it's over here that we have to have the tile. Okay, this allows me to keep that, and we will deconstruct these tiles so that we could do that. I could be wrong, but I think the wash basin keeps leaking. The wash basin does not leak water. The wash basin does not leak water. So Subsonic, if you could describe, let me know. You could always post a screenshot in Discord and let me know when you posted it. But the wash basin does not leak water. Maybe a dupe made a mess. You might see that up top. You might have something dripping water from a higher level. I don't think you have ice, but ice will melt in this game. So, of course, I think I have ice to showcase it. Ice in this game melts. And then it becomes water again. So, that potentially is polluted water. So, polluted water is when your duplicates A, pee themselves because they don't make it to the bathroom in time. Or B, you have a bottle emptier that's releasing the polluted water. But to give you an idea, I'll showcase it like this. We're gonna deconstruct this bottle of water right here. Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna showcase, Robo Jumper. When a... Well, I don't have to showcase that. When a wash basin or one of those buildings that carry water but does not have plumbing with the pipes, when they release water, it looks like this. It's a jug of water on the ground. You see that? It's kind of like the 5-gallon jug you get in real life to dispense water. It's never actually a puddle. Right? It's not a puddle of water on the ground like that. So if it's a bottle of water on the ground, yes, that's the wash basin. But when you say it keeps leaking, it makes me think that it's a puddle of water like this. So which one is it? Is it leaking water like it's dripping on the ground, or is it a bottle? If it's a bottle like this, it's intended. The puddles are not from the bottles. The bottles are from the outhouse, or no, it's from the wash basin. But if you have water on the ground, someone either peed on the ground or you dug into an area and it spilled out a little bit of water on the floor. So the best way to see is you get an alert over here on the top left that says made a mess. If you get that, that means one of your duplicates didn't make the bathroom in time and peed their pants, and that's polluted water. So it might mean that you might not have enough wash basins or outhouses because your duplicates are either waiting in line or they're traveling too far to get back into the bathrooms in time. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons for it. Alright, we're gonna have to mine this out as well. Gotta put up the top layer like that. Well, we'll just mine up the top first. Put that there so that we can make the jump. But I would recommend mopping up the puddles if you can. With your duplicates, when they step into the water, they get really sad. They get really, really sad. The duplicate stepping in water in this game, if you ever played RimWorld, is the equivalent of eating without a table. It's so much of a travesty that they're gonna go berserk. We have stress already, 17%. I'm just kidding, man. Or the bathroom is 232. Oh, that's true too. If you don't have priorities on your bathroom at priority 9, if your bathroom or outhouse maxes out, right, because there's limited uses on this, you have to change out the dirt and clean the outhouse. That's another good point. I see you over there, Citrus the Wizard. That's another good point. Your outhouse might be full and they're not cleaning it. Make sure someone is prioritized into tidying as a double priority. You usually need someone like that in the early game, or otherwise you get some bathroom issues. I see you over there, Flame. Hope you have a nice day, man. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons for it. Alright, we gotta make our liquid lock. And then we know that it's going to be something like that. 2, 3, 4. Alright. We're gonna use insulated tiles for this. And I think the reason why is because we're going to want to keep the thermal energy. And actually, it doesn't matter, right? Because of what we're going to be wanting to do. Using regular tiles on the inside should be fine. So, of course, that's going to be Mafic. 2, 3, 4. That lines up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's up to there. So you want to line up the outside, but the inside, it's going to be cheaper to use regular tiles. So we're going to build our Sleet wheat farms inside. We're going to have to get rid of this water. So I'm probably going to want to pump it out. Feels bad, man. We got to do what we got to do. Do we have power nearby? We kind of do. We have a lot of power up top. I think we'll just have someone pump power manually. So we will put some reservoirs. How much water is this? Alright, we're gonna need a lot of reservoirs. It is what it is. Alright, and then I think we're just gonna have someone manually run the wheel. And we'll do it from the inside. We'll do it from the inside. It should be fine. That's close enough. I don't want them running in the suit. Okay, now back to the other planetoid. We need to make sure we're mining, picking up the lead, picking up the diamonds. Also making sure we'll put it in the oils. There's a little bit of oil, not bad. Oh, I have a mixed line. Oof. Okay, I didn't select this properly. Alright, so this is going to be oil. Alright, and I also need to do this. This is oil, so I need to remove this pipe. We'll cut that. Cut this as well. We gotta extract that. And then we gotta cut that. This is water, that's fine. Damn it! Alright, we're gonna deconstruct this because it has oil inside. And then we'll cut up all the pipelines. Man, I have oil in here. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Individual pipe bubbles have to go. And then I gotta cut this. And then we just gotta wait for this to be built. Ah, man. Okay, seems like 2 duplicates are not assigned to the outhouse. Ooh, that's a problem. But it's not the problem you think it is. Geek, hope you're doing well. So, Subsonic, one of the things you need to understand is there's something called public access. Public access means that anyone could use it. So I ran into that problem too when I first started playing the game. I thought I had to build an outhouse for every single duplicate and then assign them to the outhouse. No, you don't need to do that. You just keep it on public and everyone uses it. If you assign a bathroom to a specific dupe, only that dupe could use the bathroom. So that might be the reason why they can't use it. And that's probably the same reason why you're peeing on the ground and why you have water right there. It's because they're going to the bathroom, but they can't use it because you made it only so that one person could use it. Oh, it's so bad. Imagine, dude, going to the bathroom and it's like, oh, that's not you. You're not Stinky. You can't use this one, man. This is Stinky's bathroom. Yep, think that's it? Yeah, hopefully that helps. Don't worry though, I did that too. When I first started playing this game, I did the same thing, man. I was like, how come this guy keeps peeing his pants? You know what? I'm gonna give him a bathroom. And then other people started peeing their pants, and I was like, oh, I'm so confused, man. Yeah, don't worry about it. It happens. It happens, man. We can just laugh about it and be like, we'll be better next time. But yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good. No worries at all. Alright, so we got some plumbing to do. Some of the water over here is struggling. And then we're doing some digging as well. Gonna be pumping out some of the waters. Y'all know how it is. We gotta start setting up a Sleet wheat farm so we do a lot of space traveling. We want to be able to do space traveling, so that's gonna be something we need to have very soon. My dupes are a little bit lazy. I am lacking a little bit of manpower. But I think, yeah. These guys are a little bit, there's too many critters. The starvation box is not working as well as I need it to do. If I don't close the door, we can't get the grooming set up. But then even if they're being brushed, they're not having a high reproduction rate. Alright, man. Too many Sweeto eggs. Feels bad. We're just gonna have to let these Sweetos die. We're gonna have to attack like half of them. Oof! How many is that's gonna die? I don't know, man, but they gotta die. Jack coming in with the guns. Looking like Iron Man with the proton cannon. Good thing these guys are not meat eaters, so that they're not gonna eat the meat on the ground. Man, he's getting his kill count's going up, man. We need to get down to 8 critters. Somehow we did not kill enough. Not the baby. Alright, that's 2 of them. Alright, hopefully that's going to be a good again for us to have a provide a egg before they die farm. I'm probably going to have to improve that design somehow. Oh, they're pumping? Nice. Alright, so we will want to... Well, the Abyssalite's going to fall now, so we'll just trim this out now. Because we'll probably just clean it up from the top once this layer is built. Waiting for the igneous, that's fine. Got some slackers with the delivery system. I probably should have the ladder up top right here, man. Real talk. So dupes multiply? No. So that's a good question. Duplicates, can they reproduce? And the answer is no. That's because, well, I mean, there might be some new players here. Some people that don't understand the lore. I can tell you why, but it's kind of a spoiler. So I don't know if you guys want me to spoil it for you guys, so to speak. Know what I'm saying? I could explain it, but yeah, it's technically spoilers, so I don't want to say too much. But duplicates cannot multiply, to answer that question. Nice, they could travel this way now. That's gonna make it a little bit faster. Yeah, I don't mind, but you're not the only viewer. So I guess to say without spoiling too much, to give you an idea, your duplicates come from something called the printing pod. And the printing pod is exactly what you think it is with a name like that. So you know what the duplicate name comes from. What's going on, MV Hank? How are you? Hope you're doing well. I am doing all right. I am, you know, just enjoying the start of the new month. I'm a little bit worried though, man, because around this time is when California starts to get its heat waves. It's annual 100+ nights, and we're not looking forward to that. So it's gonna be hot, man. But how are you? How are the things? How was the Thursdays? Actually playing Oni, good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. What kind of run are you doing, MV Hank? What's the goal? Classic spaced out? What's the start? Oh, we gotta have someone running. Good here in the ATL. Nice, nice. Yo, man. The weather, man. I'm worried. Dude, today was a wild day. I will say that. Today was really crazy. For a lot different reasons, though. I don't think any of you guys really watch basketball, but there was a trade for a superstar that was getting traded, and there was rumors that he was going to get traded to a specific team. And out of nowhere, a new suitor came out and got the trade done. They were not even in conversations. So when I woke up, I read Twitter. I was like, what? Holy crap. That was literally me. I was like, wow, dude, that's kind of wild. I mean, it is what it is, right? But oh man, things happen. We're gonna take the Pokeshell spawn, because theoretically the Pokeshell spawn is gonna be overall a lot better for us. Classic salty basic planet, I think. Oh, you got the salt planet? Salt planet is not bad. You get fossil a little bit higher up, which is pretty convenient. You also get salt. Table salt's good for morale. How to trigger 2LC. Basically, Oni is Wormworld. I actually put that in my video description. That doesn't really trigger me at all. My game froze? What the hell just happened? See, you said that, Naxter, and the game took offense. It froze for like 10 seconds just right now. Because you tried to compare this to RimWorld? Dude, that's travesty, man. Can't do that. Either way. Yeah, it might be similar. I don't really care. It's I actually put that in my own description, so it's fine. The ocean, but maybe there's salt, a lot of salt biome. Yeah. So ocean biome equals salt biome. 100%. 100%. Ocean equals salt. That's exactly correct. Alright, so our plumber... Oh, no, there it is. Our plumber is starting to remove the oil from the setups, which is pretty good. It's RimWorld without the RNG. Making burgers and lettuce. Oh, yeah, you get water weed. That's right. You get lettuce. Double T. UCE. You spelled it like fetus with an L, dude. Oh, man. I'm saying, man. But yeah, man, water wheat's kind of nice. The only thing is that, yeah, making burgers means you need to get sleet wheat too, dude. You need to get frost buns. Without the frost buns, you get no burger. So you're gonna be looking for this. That's gonna be what you're looking for. I'm looking for your water wheat plant, man, and then I can make burgers. But until then, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna have to put oil here, so that we can start making our 1-drop block. Gotta go to the ice biomes. If you don't, you're not gonna be able to reap the benefits yet. This is technically, well, pea water, right? Do I need bathroom water still? Looks like they're still good. I might want to fill this up a little bit. 4x hatch farms for working for coal, and you get food, dude. That's pretty baller. And you get food. I guess I do need to mop this up. And I guess the easiest thing to do is just strip the water back into here because we'll pump it up. I just want to get it off the ledge so that I don't have anything just chilling over there. I want to keep that to be a gas or a vacuum if possible. Alright, so we're going to have to sweep the water into there once it's ready. Stardew Valley is pretty cool. I used to play it as well. I don't play it anymore though. Alright, so mop, too much liquid, We can mop that up. Mop this, mop that. Let's not do that because we can't reach. Not bad, not bad. I technically want to get up top too, so we'll put some ladders up there. Any way to make bleachstone except from out of puffs? No, that's actually it. The only way to make bleachstone is with squeaky puffs. There's technically no other way. Produced by Puff Prints and Squeaky Puffs. Oh, rocket mining. Good point, Leo Far. That's a good point. You could make a dro cone and then find a point of interest that has bleachstone on it, and then you could just dro cone mine it. But it does mean you're converting diamond into another resource. Can they mop there? Isn't that red gas dangerous? No. I have suits on. These suits are like ultimate armor. We are indestructible with them on. Hello, hello. Yes, welcome on in, Leo Far. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a good Thursdays, man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, it's in Classic? Wait. So you don't have the DLC, right? MV Hank? If you don't have the DLC and you're doing the vanilla stuff, there is still a way. You could still technically build a rocket, but it's very, very late game. So you probably don't want to do this. But you don't have a star map like this. But you're still able to build a rocket to harvest resources. I just don't know how many thousand kilometers it's far out. Because the thing is that depending on how far out it is from your starter asteroid, it might not be worth the trip. Because at that point, you're not converting diamonds or anything, you're converting fuel. Just worried about keeping the lettuce going with yeah. The thing is that, yeah, I don't know if it's guaranteed you'll get a bleachstone on an asteroid, and I don't know how far they are out. But I think you should get a chlorine body of some sort in the base game rocketry. But it's very, very late game. Very, very late game. I'm talking about to breach the tear late game. But that's way far. I can just mine more of the terrain. Just use a pip to plant. That's true too. You could always just use a pip to plant the water weed. You don't have to deal with that anymore. He doesn't want to use puffs though. That's the thing. They don't want to use puffs. I mean, if you don't want to use puffs, right, it's going to be kind of tough. I see you over there, Miss Myrene. Hope you're doing good. Totem Hugger David, you too. Hope you guys are having nice times. Hope you guys are having a good days today. Hope y'all having a good... Oh, wait. LC, when Earth is done, for will you fly to Mars or remain on Earth? That's a good... Aw, come on. Oh, we're out of dirt. No, we have dirt. Can they not navigate to it? Come on, man. You peed your pants. That wasn't even my fault. God damn it. Just suffering from the heat. Feels bad. Miss Myrene feels bad. Alright, after this delivery of oil, we're gonna stop. They're doing this instead of delivering the dirt to the outhouse. There we go. We got it now. So now you're not going to pee your pants. Man. I was talking about dupes peeing their pants. They just did it. Alright, we're going to drop the pee water on the ground. Splash. Doing very good. Good to hear. Totem Hugger David. Good to hear. Good to hear. Dude, the heat sucks, man. Right now, it's the start of September. Oh, it's going to be bad. This is around the time where California gets really hot for no reason. I'm not looking forward to that at all. That is not something I'm pogging about. Pee is such a common topic in this channel. Dude, pee water, dude. But we're not saying PEE, we're saying polluted water. That's different, man. Just saying. Oh, where are all my suits? Oh, they're all right here. Come on, dock the suits. I need y'all to dock the oxygen suits. Oh, they're not high priority enough. That's why. There it is. Someone's gonna do it now. K-Kun, what's good? Hope you're doing well, K-Kun. Why the sad face? Just walked in from work. So you're off of work, right? Hopefully. Yo, man. Went longer than I thought it was going today. Oh, gotcha. Oh, that happens, man. Work is longer than expected. It's tough sometimes. We're gonna have to sweep this. And then hopefully it sweeps into here. Then we're gonna have to mine this out. Hey, K-Kun. Welcome on in. Now that you're here, dude. You're away from work. You don't have to think about it anymore. Get to relax and enjoy the days. Alright. Get that. That crude oil's fine. We gotta remove this. And now we have a vacuum lock. Good stuff. So we're gonna mine this at the top, and then we're gonna start making our sleet wheat farms. We're gonna have to do 4 tile spacing because of how wild planting works. So that's gonna be necessary stuff we have to do. And I think, do I even want to have a farm here? I was thinking to just have this be a liquid lock to the bottom. Right? And then having a ladder right here. And then hopefully this is in between the sleet wheat plants. And then we just walk to the side and walk to the bottom. And then by doing it that way... Well... Oh yeah, the grubs won't be able to break out. Yeah. And I'll just have some temporary door setups so that the pips don't leave the rooms later. Yeah. And then we're gonna have to expand vertically to the bottom. Yeah. Okay, sweep, water, P-water, and then we're just gonna sweep this. Hopefully that goes to here. Pumping out water to the top. We gotta build another reservoir. Deconstruct this one because we're not gonna be able to hold all the water. And then back to here. Yep, it's a long time. It technically works with fertilizer. Technically. Kind of. So you could technically use some of that if that's the idea. Let's turn off the crude oil. And then we're just delivering lead back home. We also need to do diamond, but we can't mine it yet. We gotta send someone that has tier 3 mining for the diamonds. Otherwise, we're gonna get some diamonds too. And we have a frozen core, which is kind of pog. I could actually just crack through the frozen core so that the oil biome cools down. I don't need to do that though. Oh man, look at all this water. I'm thinking I should make an infinite water storage for the cool steam vent water. I might as well, dude. Yeah, it's one of those things. Might as well. We'll start mining out some space, trying to make this a little bit nice. Just start mining out some of the rooms. And then we'll make a liquid infinite storage close by. So we just pump water here into that. And then we could have that be pumping out. And then I wouldn't need these water reservoirs anymore. We'll set that up. And we'll wait for them to make some space. Let's speed this up to 3x speed. There's still a little bit of oil digging commands. Just because I mixed up the tank feels bad. We have a buffer here, so as long as this is running, that's all that really matters. Oh, Mamba woke up. Feels bad. The baby's is awake. Alright, so this is a weird design, but I'm thinking it's going to be like this. And then we just have this be the aqua tuner room. So we have a double liquid lock going inside. It's a weird design, but I think this kind of works. Because I want to have the aqua tuner here in the steam turbine room right on top. So we'll set that up. Here. And then, yeah, we set up the room. So once the water is gone, we could just start pushing everything. We should try to mop everything if we can. I might actually remove these tiles just to get rid of the water. You could warp materials from the maps with the teleporter. So you have a building called a teleporter supply input and output, but these are only on some specific planets. So in our case, we start on this planet. Our sister planet is this one. And this one is the one with the teleporter. So from those two you can. Outside of that, you actually have to build a proper rocket and start transporting goods this way. So it's a little bit different. There we go. Can you help me understand what's the ideal steam pressure for the Aquatuner steam turbine setup and why? So it depends what you're trying to achieve. So for that, it depends what you're trying to achieve. So if you're trying to make it so that the steam turbine itself generates a lot of power, right? You want to have thin amounts of steam. Now, if you want to make it so that the Aquatuner does not hit a high threshold number, you're going to want more steam. So it depends what you're trying to maximize. So the theory is that, not the theory, how it works is that your thermal Aquatuner creates a set amount of heat, right? Let's argue that for the case. We know that it's not actually consistent because it's depending on your uptime, and you can see my uptime is varying from 15% to 9% to 26%. And depending on how often it's running, you're going to be generating a certain amount of heat. Your Aquatuner building generates heat on the building itself. So the building properties, you can see that this temperature will go up when it's running. The thing with that is that the steam will actively try to absorb the heat if the steam temperature is lower than that of the Aquatuner. So if you have less steam per tile, it allows you to reach a higher temperature. If you reach a higher temperature, your steam turbine is able to get more power out of it. Now, of course, that means that your Aquatuner is going to spike up in temperature. Because the problem with doing low amounts of steam like that is that you're going to have issues. The problem you run into is that if you don't have steel, or if you don't have a metal, like maybe you don't have something else that allows you to have a higher overheat temperature, it's going to start taking damage. So at that point, if you're trying to make it so that your Aquatuner doesn't take damage because maybe you're utilizing a lesser metal like gold amalgam, right, that gives you a plus 50 overheat temperature, that's going to mean that you're going to want more steam. Now, when we talk about steam, we're talking about steam per tile. So my steam per tile here is 21 kilograms. And ideally, 20 kilograms right here is kind of like the average. For the most part, I like to have around 20 kilograms. But that's just me. There's no real benefit to this. I just want it to work. I don't want to maximize either one. But that's the reason why. Now, low thresholds. Let's talk about that. You're always going to have steam relative to your pipeline length. So this pipeline length is 5 tiles. Since you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, you're going to have 2,000 grams of water or steam, because it's the same thing. It transfers 1-to-1 inside of the pipeline while it's running. So typically that means that you have to have at least 5 kilograms, or well, 10 kilograms in our case, water to spare, because you're going to absorb it with the steam turbine. So you have to have at least double that if you want to be on the low threshold. Even then, you're probably going to want somewhere around like let's say this room. So you have 10 kilograms in here. So this room is 20 tiles. So you're going to want around probably 1 to 2 kilograms per tile minimum. Ideally, though, you're probably going to want to be closer to 5. And then if you want more steam, it's going to be harder to increase the temperature of the steam due to the mass of the tile. So there's going to be some plus and minuses, though, to having low amounts of steam and high amounts of steam in terms of how your steam turbine operates. If you have more steam, it also means that when you output out the water, it's going to take a lot more water output dripping to to lower the temperature of the steam. So that means that if you do heat up the steam with your Aquatuner, it's going to keep your turbine running for longer. if that makes sense. How many saves do you have that you completed the main game? I only have 3 right now because I had a hard drive corrupt and all of my old saves are gone. As of right now, I only have 3 completed saves, but I have a lot more actually under my belt. But I had a save corruption with one of my hard drives a year ago, and I lost a lot of my saves. RoboJumper, I kind of went a lot into detail about that. I'm very sorry. If there's a point that you were looking for, or a specific topic of that you want to talk about, let me know. I could explain it again, or go in more in detail on that specific subject. But otherwise, I don't want to overload you with information. I feel bad when I do that, man. Alright, let's get rid of this. I know it's gonna, bop the building, but we're not gonna use it yet. Like how your rocket reminds you of South Park body shapes. Hey, Bubba Fetta. It'd be like that sometimes, man. Looks just like Cartman. We're in, boys. I was thinking that if you teleport dirt and water to a certain area, you could store it for certain needs. You could technically do something like that. How many lifetime? Easily over a dozen. The vanilla game, I've beaten it multiple times. The spaced out version, I've beaten it multiple times as well. Now, talking about beating the game, what I consider beating the game is just completing all the objectives on your printing pod. So I say beating the game is doing all 3. In the vanilla game is doing just 2 of them, because you only have Home Sweet Home and Breach the Tear. You don't have the artifact ones on the vanilla game. Dude, I'm good at the game. I see MV Hank. Don't worry, I'll put you in, MV Hank. I'm a good coach. As they say in the business, put me in, coach, I got you. Definitely clear things up. Gotcha. Sweep only crude oil. That's going to be this bottle. Let's try to copy this to here as well. Not necessary. Gotcha, MV Hank. Sometimes you want to play 6-man. It's cool. It's cool. Alright, start getting rid of these ladders because they're not going to be necessary anymore. I'm going to build a tile in here just so that it's just filled in. Because it's either we vacuum it and leave a debris towel in it, or we just actually fill it in. I think filling it in is going to be better. Now we sweep this to the other side. I should probably ladder up to here so we could run across instead of... Oh, we're starving? No, we have food here, man. Who's starving? Oh, they're starving on this side. Alright, someone just needs a shorter travel distance, which is fine. We'll take the swamp chard, because it's not perishable. Let's unselect that. We're going to have to bring over some grub fruit. I mean, some preserves. This one's at deep freeze at 200,000 kcals. I can't bring that over, man. You know what? I will. Because I'm a mad lad. We're going to bring over 200,000 kcals over to the other side. Because if I go over to the other side, the grub fruit preserves here are still at 77% before they actually finish it. You know, that's kind of wild. Alright, so let's make the setup. We have to pump the water out. Do I make it infinite storage, or do I just build a lot of reservoirs? Because I don't want to have to double pump this. Right? That's the thing. I don't want to double pump this. And what I mean when I say that is I don't want to have to pump this out and then pump it out again. I could just pump this all out into reservoirs, but we're not consuming the water fast enough, so none of it is leaving. So it doesn't get to generate any more water. This is just dead. We got to make it infinite setup. All right. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, dude, yeah, I have an idea. We could make it infinite spill off of this tile right here. We could deconstruct this tile so that the water spills inside. Ooh, that could be a design. That could be a design. So then it spills in from this side. So the only thing we have to do is keep a radiant pipe loop on this tile right here so that it never condenses into steam, right? That has to be the play. Since it never condenses into steam, well, we won't have to worry about that breaking. Yeah. Okay, so let's mine this out right here. Let's try to get a ladder. Wait for them to mine that out. Let's actually mine this side as well. Might as well get some progress in. So we'll make a modified infinite spill setup. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's mop up some water as well. And then, is there anything here I want to bring over to the other side? Diamonds, lead, nothing else really. We have a lot of copper already. It's water. Coal, we have a lot of. Phosphorite, we have Drecos. Uglarvis, I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Thursday, man. Crude oil, we keep the Drecos here. I think everything else is chill. I guess the only thing we would do is like try to get to the ice biome. Maybe build more ladders and try to avoid the zombie spores. I wouldn't mind that actually. Mine this out. And then I guess we could start mining this out just to get rid of it. We will mine this part out because it's right on top of that. And then I will want to mine this out. And then we could probably keep going down. That's probably not a bad idea. And then I think eventually we're going to want to vacuum out this planet. Not allow a lot of heat transfer at all. Okay, cool. So back to here. Speed it up. We got this. Turn it off. We got the vacuum in the middle. Remove both bottle emptiers. Still pumping out water. Yeah, I guess we deconstruct this. I think at a certain point we just let it drip to the bottom. 2,000 grams. Oh, we're at moppable range. We're finally at the moppable range. That's pretty good. Cold body of water too. Okay, so this room, I'm just going to vacuum it with a pump. Something simple. We have plastic, so I'm just thinking this is going to be the simple setup. We'll have someone run here too, I guess. This is going to be the method of vacuuming that we're going to be choosing today. And then, yeah, we could seal this up now. I think we could start mopping up the water too. And then once we do that, we could just deconstruct the setup. I probably want to make sure we can't transfer from top to bottom. So I might want to start sealing up the side with a wall. And then we have 5 tons of water space, so I don't have to rebuild any more reservoirs. Let's cancel that. That's a lot of bottled water. We have 2 more bottles of here of crude oil. We have polluted water on the side. That's fair. All right, this is going to start coming out now. All the water gets to leave. 2 things of oil still we have to remove. Man, this game gets addictive. It's amazing. And you know what's the crazy thing about this, Subsonic? It gets better. That's one of those things that's kind of weird. Most of the time, you want to expect when you keep playing the game, you keep running into the problem that it doesn't get as fun anymore. No, this game gets better as time goes on, man. It's kind of wild to think that way. But that's kind of how this works. Having trouble getting the guys to tidy up. I can tell you why that happens. But yo, Uglarvisk, thank you so much for the gift sub to Subsonic. We got the new player in chat, loving the game. But dude, thank you so much for the gift sub. And yo, Subsonic, you know who to thank. Welcome to the city. Enjoy the emotes, D20 Dice ad free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. The more you understand the system, the better it gets. 100%, man. So, tidying in this game, the one thing you need to keep in mind is, if you want, I could give you one of the best solutions to tidying in terms of storing items, but it's up to you. But tiding in this game, what you need to understand is duplicates. They're only able to carry around 200 to 400 kilograms in the early game. What you're going to need a lot of the times is this skill right here, improved carrying. This is a tier 1 skill. Even if your duplicates are not interested in it, this is a very good skill just because of the carrying capacity increase. It's really good. And the thing with that is that anytime you're mining anything, right? If you ever hover over the icon, right, you might have a lot of debris. So something like right here, we have 200 kilograms, 200 kilograms, 100, 100, 200, right? These are all in the hundreds. But you can see this one right here. This is 1,000. This means that this one tile of granite right there, it's going to require 5 trips. So your duplicate's going to pick up half or 20% of that, go to your storage bin, drop it off, go back, drop it off, go back, drop it off, go back, drop it off. So that one granite will require 5 trips. Now, tidying in and of itself in the early game is something you avoid doing. And it's because you don't have the manpower to keep up with it. So if you're seeing that none of your duplicates are tidying up, it's not that they're not, it's just that there's usually too much. And the best thing to do is these items always fall to the ground. So the rule of thumb, the pro strat is when you're starting off on a new colony, someone like this, right? Let's say we start off right here. What you want to do is you want to dig towards the top, right? And then build out your rooms. And then you're going to want to dig out some extra space. And then afterwards, put the tiles on there after the items fall through the ground. That way, you don't have to clean up. It all falls to the lower level. And then you build the room in the lower level by doing the same thing. You dig more than you need to. And then you build on the tiles above it so that the items are below it. So you keep doing that top down, and then you only have to clean up the bottommost room. That way, you don't have to worry about the debris becoming a penalty. Because if you didn't know, these items on the ground are bad decorations, minus decor. And that's going to mean that your duplicates are going to be sad, right? All the red everywhere. So typically in the early game, that's the best thing to do due to the fact that you're trying to do a lot of digging in the early game. Like, think about it this way. Every one of these tiles are in almost 2,000 kilograms per tile. So when you mine it out, you have to clean that up, right? So because you do all that, it becomes a thing where it's like you want to make sure you do something like that so that you kind of maximize. Of course, that's only advice. You don't have to actually do that. It's only if you want to. Protopolly, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, Protopolly? That's kind of rude to come in and the first thing to say. That's really rude, man. Teasing you, lol. That's pretty rude, man. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we're just gonna be building our Sleet wheat farm. And then I guess we could remove these ladders now. I just don't know what you expected to accomplish by doing something like that. It just doesn't make any sense. So, we got rid of the water, and I think what we're gonna need to do now is build a wall over here. And I don't think we need a proper wall. We could just make a door wall and then not allow access. Thanks for the advice, really helps. Sadly getting late over here, and I gotta go to school tomorrow. So, have a good night, Mr. Subsonic. Hope you have a good one. Hope you have a nice day at school tomorrow as well, man. And of course, we will see you next time. So we need to make our farm going down this way. And we're gonna do this right here. We already gonna block this off. technically, we could remove... I gotta have to plumb that, though. That's gonna be for the best result. Alright, so I think this is fine. We shouldn't have any oil here or here. This doesn't have any oil. And then this is going to be removed out. So we have power here, so this is fine. And then we filter out the oil into there. There we go. Okay, so I think this works now. We were having a mixed tank earlier. Yeah, there we go. Filters out properly. Now we can start moving the oil from the other planet. So we will connect this. Oh! That's an oil bubble. God damn it. Alright, so this is jammed again. Feels bad. We'll do that right now, though. Okay, get rid of the pump. We'll have to deny access on the doors. And then... I guess we could put the ladder here, just to save a little bit of space. Oh, no! That's gonna have the water fall down. Can I mop this? I can. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're gonna want to expand this down vertically to the bottom. I could ladder this down all the way on this side. That would prepare us to have an easier time. So looking at it this way, so here. I would have to get rid of this temporarily to build a natural tile, but it's fine. Here. Oh, does sweeping get bodied? Sweep? No, I would have to go like this. I mean, that works. I could still grow the sleet weed on the tile. And I'm still able to sweep it. That's technically all that matters. Draco's starving, that's cool. Alright, so this goes out to the side. Polluted oxygen, we could try to crush that. This goes out here as well. And then 2 floors is probably not going to be enough. I probably want more than that. So we'll add 2 more. So it's most likely going to be like this. Because we need to keep the tile above it as an insulator. How long did it take you to get some progress in the starting asteroid? What would you consider progress? Like, how long did it take me to build a spawn? Or would it be something as simple as how long would it take me to, you know, set up basic food preservation? So like a small gas bubble for the CO2. It depends what you consider to be in that category. But to get some progress, how long did it take? Let's say that you're asking about how long it took me to get maybe a spawn to get started. I would say like 100, 200 cycles. It really depends on if you get lucky with a water source. For this playthrough, it took a little bit longer because we're playing on the max difficulty. But if you're playing, you know, the normal start with the regular difficulty levels, I would say 100, 200 cycles to get a spawn. Spawn and surface. There's no point of going to the surface until you get to a certain tech level. I mean, back in the day, I would get to the surface by cycle 20. Because of the fact that, you know, I wanted to grab shovels back in the day, but not anymore. Since there's no shovels up here, I don't really rush the surface anymore. Oh, this one. Getting to the surface took like 500 cycles. Because I had to clear out all the magma. This one took a long time. But we already set up platforms on the other asteroids as well. So, we visited the nearby asteroids already. This one and the other one. And of course, this one we still need to make a platform. But, you know, solar panels is all we need. This one took forever, man. Probably take me 1500. Yo, man. Dude. All you gotta do is do the correct methods one time. And then once you understand the correct methods, you're gonna be able to do it every time. Easy as that. So you don't gotta worry too much. Don't gotta worry too much. How are you guys over here? Alright, so we need to continue mining this out, and then we take this out. But you're still saying you'll get it done eventually? Yep, that's all that matters, man. Speed doesn't really matter. You could work on that. What future projects are you excited about? In this playthrough? Or different challenge runs? Man. It's gonna be a challenge in this playthrough because of how my rooms have to look like. Right? So I have to set up my rooms with double layers of plastic to prevent the radiation from destroying us. Also handicapped by the rules. If I was able to just delete the magma, it'd be so much easier. But because of the room requirements requiring this, it's kind of tough. Because it means like I can't get both an orbital data collection lab and a telescope set up properly. I could get either one or the other. And then it's like you need a bathroom. You don't need the mess hall or anything like that, so morale becomes harder to manage. No door crushers. Not for magma, at the very least. But I'm kind of curious to see how we're going to do a lot of the deep space exploration. Because one of the things about this map is that the map is a little bit larger than your normal star map. I didn't realize that. But this is actually the center tile. And from here to the edge, I think it's like 24 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, yeah, so the one round trip is 24 tiles. Now from here, though, it's 20 tiles, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, I could go from here to the edge. So it feels like they want me to colonize all 4 of these asteroids and use them as bases to go to and from to the edge. So it's a little bit different. The star map's different. I noticed that in the very start of playing on this. Flipped Asteroid, the star map is a little bit larger. I think it's kind of cool, though. I think that's potentially pretty cool. Alright, we're just going to do pitcher pumps like that to grab the magma a little bit better. Have this go down. We're going to probably want to get rid of the water and start sweeping. And then we're going to need these tiles right here. I could probably seal this up too, but we'll do that later. And then I don't think this actually goes all the way down. I think we seal this up right here for the power generation room. Rad pills don't cut it. I don't think it does. Rad pills. Is that not something on here? What? Do they not have rad pills on here? Pills. No. I have no Paku. I have no Paku, dude. Increases the duplicant's natural radiation absorb rate. So this means that it reduces the amount of radiation that's kept on their body. What other material for temp shift plates in the submerged steam turbine metal volcano tamer can I use other than diamonds? Is that for the top part of the steam turbine, Killer Renee? Are you talking about in the steam turbine room? Up here? If it is, any refined metal. Any refined metal. It's about the same. Diamond is just a little bit better. Aluminum is arguably the best, though. So aluminum beats out diamonds. If you have aluminum, that's technically better. In the steam room, any refined metal. In the metal volcano room, technically you really only could use steel. The other ones potentially can melt. But I would want to say that you could probably get away with steel only behind. So let's say that this is the volcano. You would want steel immediately behind the volcano where it spawns. Right? Because it spawns on the left tile right here, right? You're going to want that. Now, everything else you could use as a regular refined metal that, you know, comes out at 1500, like maybe copper. And the reason behind it is because if you have steam in here, right? It means that the steam is going to absorb enough thermal energy that the temp shift plates don't melt. And it's only the initial spawning of the molten liquid that can potentially melt your metals. So if you keep this tile as steel, the other ones you could use as regular refined metals. That's not lead. Lead still gets wrecked in some cases. Maybe on these two right here that I just deleted, those could be lead, but not close to the volcano. But in most cases, if it's a steam room, any refined metal, even lead. But in this room, behind the geyser specifically, you're going to want steel. Same thing for the rails. You're going to want steel for that most of the time. You can get away with it, though. I will say that. You can get away with it. And what I mean when I say that is that you could not use steel and it wouldn't break most of the time. Aluminum's strong, man. Obsidian is not a good choice because of the low rates of conductivity, right? Because not only do you want it to not melt, you want some of the thermal conductivity to kind of push over to the temp shift plate process. That makes it a little bit better. Oh, I need this really quick. Oh, not obsidian ladders. That's not good. Give me mafic. Mafic, baby. Gotta make more steel then. Almost 5 tons of steel for the metal volcano tamer. I mean, you do use 1.2 for the aqua tuner, some of the rail, some of the automation. So I want to say that's fair. You are taming a metal volcano, dude. It makes sense that you can't use metal volcanoes and just refined metals, like basic refined metals. But it's not that bad. I have more than 5 tons of steel already on the max difficulty run. Oh no, I only have 3.2. Only 3.2 tons right now. Extra. Then again, I'm not utilizing a lot of builds for it. Oh, remember that the melting point of a non-active structure is based on the melting temp of the materials. It's different than the number of the damage point active like a pump. Yes. That's exactly why I mentioned the refined metals and not using lead. Lead is one of the only refined metals that melts really low, around 300, and not at around 1,000. 327. And then I think after that it's copper. Copper's at 1,000 specifically. I see you, Bubba Fetta. I see you over there. Alright, so let's get to here. We're going to need to start deconstructing this. I think this is fine. And then this is built. This is kind of weird. So this room is at 95 tiles. We only have 2 critters. We didn't move any hatchlings back. I gotta do that. That's fine. I still gotta resize this to allow this to work a little bit better, because I gotta do this. Which means I get rid of that, and then we'll have to put a tile here and something else here. Alright, that got removed. That's fine. We're not able to jump it yet. We are going to want to do this, though. The water coming through. I'll probably have to sweep that to somewhere soon. Oh, I know where. We'll do it here. This is just water. No sweep only. We'll do this at priority 6, so it's not too high up on the priority tree. 3.2 steel for the temperature plates alone. Then holy moly, damn metal swamp. No diamonds. Damn, yeah, that's pretty tough. If you have coal, you could use the diamond press, Killer Renee. If you really want to make diamonds, dude. You got the diamond press. Take the coal, make it to refined carbon. You know what to do. Can we make this real quick so that we could seal these guys up for the stable? This tile as well. Oh, you don't have much rad to get it fast? Gotcha. That's kind of tough. Don't have the radiation. You weren't lucky enough to get a crashed satellite? Feels bad, man. Crashed satellites are slept on. Oh, no hatch ranch? Oh, that's tough, dude. No hatch ranch? You can't just burn coal when you want to. Alright, we're gonna have to do that. And then we have to have another room on this floor. So let me get rid of this still. We'll work on as much as we can right here before we have the plastic ladder go up and down. I'm trying that on my current run, but I had a 1k rad bolt or a killer for 100 grams of diamond. It's one of those things where I feel like it's potentially bad, but I like having it than not having it. Because like Killer Renee says, sometimes you don't get diamond. It's kind of tough, especially if you want to utilize the drill cone, right? You have to have diamond. So it's one of those last resort things. I feel that. But I feel like it's better to have it than not have it. Oh, this is done. It's pretty good. Let's get rid of this. Cool, cool. Oh, so we're going to need a liquid lock to get into here. Oh, that's going to be interesting. We could technically put it underneath in this room right here. Oh, that's going to be jank. I mean, whatever works. Did we ever send food over? Yeah, 200k K-cows. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Got a lot of grub food preserve here. Alright, so they're idle here now. Let's make the infinite spill setup. Let's delete that. Let's mine this out. And then let's think about how this should work. We need to make a box that spills in from here. I think we do a left to right spill instead. So, of course, you're going to have this here. It's going to go down. And then I think we have it be a 1-tile gap, which means I need to make sure this is a vacuum. Which means I might want to do a double setup. So we want to do that. And then I guess we don't need this to be long before it spills in. So if this is liquid, we have a gas. Is that what I'm worried about? Do I want to do a double drip? Maybe I do a double drip for that reason. Gas leaking out. Alright, so let me get this here. So that we reach the tiles. And then this is going to act as a tunnel technically, right? So this drips into here. So 1 drip, 2 drip. This drips to the right. And then we do a mini drip here. So this ends up being a vacuum. And then it does set up like that. I think it's excessive. I probably didn't need to do a lot of that. And bam, bam. Ends up being like this. And I think I move this over. Oh, I see what I do. I do it like this. That way I don't need a ladder. Then technically I want to do this, so I get the initial feed in. And then I will delete this tile for now, just to build everything else. This is a really weird drip blade setup, but I think it's fine. It should be fine. It should be fine. We'll let that rock for now. Water's still coming through. And, dude, electrolytes are just producing oxygen. Still dumping in magma. Can't complain. Pitcher pumping all of the magmas, man. This looks mad jank, dude. Just having pitcher pumps right here, pitching up the magma from the ground. Alright, so we got this built. Let's seal this up. This is built. How many tiles are we at? 91. So I need to do 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we build this and then deconstruct these 4 tiles. And then we go 6. Yeah. Speed this up. Okay, so this ladder is going to go all the way down. Seal that up. We'll sweep that from the outside. And then this is going to be our room. I probably want this to be all oxygen, so I'm going to try to delete the CO2. I think the smart play is to make a trap. We'll do it right here. CO2 trap. I want to seal this up first so that we don't have dupes breathing out over here, creating that trap even larger. Oh, second bubble feels bad. He breathed out. Oh no! Move to the inside. There we go. He almost locked himself out. Alright, that's going to be good.